What happens when a market suddenly shifts and opportunities emerge from unexpected places? When does patience turn into action? And how do you capitalize on a competitor's desperation without overcommitting your own resources? Welcome back, folks. It's August, a time when most of the NHL world is on vacation, enjoying the summer, taking a break from the grind. But in the office of Kent Hughes, there's no such thing as a real off-season. According to Mark Dumont at Montreal Hockey Now, while the trade and free agent market seemed to cool down last week, a new window of opportunity has suddenly opened up. And it's in the one position that's simultaneously the most thankless and most valuable in hockey, goaltending. The big speculation involves the Vegas Golden Knights. They're in a delicate situation between the pipes right now. And who is veteran goaltenders capable of holding down the fort? Montreal. Jake Allen emerges as a natural name in these conversations. He's experienced. He's won a Stanley Cup as part of a tandem. He's proven he can carry the load when healthy. If Vegas is looking for a short-term solution to keep the team in the playoff hunt, Allen is a logical target. But the report also mentions Samuel Montembeault. Would another team take a chance on his potential right now? Or does Hughes prefer to hold on to Monty as the future and sell Allen? The strategy here is crystal clear: leverage. The report notes that the San Jose Sharks are also trying to move goaltenders, James Reimer or Aiden Hill. That creates direct competition. If the Sharks move Hill to Vegas, which would be ironic considering the history, the door for Jake Allen closes. Kent Hughes needs to be quick and precise. If there's an offer on the table for Allen that brings back a decent draft pick or prospect, he has to pull the trigger. This is a kind of market inefficiency that separates good general managers from great ones. Vegas might be desperate enough to overpay slightly for a veteran goaltender. The Sharks might be trying to dump salary. And Montreal sits in the middle with two goaltenders who could help either team. The key is timing. The key is recognizing when the moment is right and acting decisively. Now, away from the ice, there's an important note for team morale. Mark Recchi, a Hall of Famer and former Canadian, gave an interview publicly praising the direction Kent Hughes and Jeff Gorton are taking. When a legend says, "I love what they're doing," that buys patience from the fan base and validates the rebuild process. Recchi sees a solid plan, not just random moves. That kind of external validation is worth its weight in gold for an organization in transition. Looking around the league, the market is strange right now. In Calgary, Jonathan Huberdeau signed his extension right after the Blockbuster Tkachuk trade, but Mackenzie Weegar still hasn't. That shows how cautious the defenseman market is. Everyone's waiting to see what the market will bear. Nobody wants to be the first one to overpay. And at the World Juniors, prospects are flying around, with players like Adder Rady from the Islanders catching everyone's attention. The pipeline is deep, and teams are constantly evaluating who the next wave of talent will be. But back to Montreal, here's the conclusion. Kent Hughes' silence doesn't mean inactivity. He's like a good general, observing the terrain, waiting for the right moment to strike. If Vegas blinks, if the need for a goaltender knocks on the Golden Knights' door, Jake Allen could be packing his bags from Nevada desert. And that would open definitive space for Montembeault and Caden Primo to battle for the starting role in Montreal. That's the end game here. That's the vision. A young, hungry goaltender getting his shot to be the number one for a franchise that's building something special. August is usually slow in the NHL, but in the office of a general manager in rebuild mode, vacation only starts when the last veteran asset has been converted into the future. Hughes isn't taking a break. He's working. He's watching. He's waiting for the moment to pounce. The goaltending market is about to get interesting, folks, and Montreal is positioned perfectly to take advantage of it. What do you think? Should Kent Hughes move Jake Allen to Vegas, or another team makes a competitive offer? Is Montembeault ready to be the clear-cut number one, or does he need another year of development? How important is it for Montreal to clear the goaltending logjam before next season starts? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button, because the offseason might be quiet for most teams. But in Montreal, the work never stops.